Hi, it's Gwyneth here on a fabulous Feel Good Friday. As ever, doing my very best to ensure that you feel good about yourself so that you market yourself, so that you do something that you love doing every single day of your life. Now, today I'm doing something a little bit different because our internet connection here has been absolutely useless for the past few days. So I'm recording this directly onto YouTube to be uploaded. And this week, I want to talk a little bit about fear, because when we talk about fear, quite frequently, we talk about fear of failure. Can I apply for the job? Are they going to take me? Am I good enough? Fear of not being good enough, maybe in a relationship. Should I marry them? Will they ever want to marry me? Will they love me forever? But none of those things are problems that I have. I have a very, very different fear, and I want to tell you about it because it's something that's not always immediately obvious to anybody when it happens. So when I was 4 years old, I was the youngest in the school class because my birthday's at the end of August. So when I was 4, I started school. I absolutely hated it. I was so miserable. I don't remember doing it, but apparently I ran home as soon as somebody wasn't watching me. I was out of that school and I was running home. My mum used to have to take me back. And I spent 12 years suffering. My goodness, you wouldn't believe some of the stuff I did to try and not go to school. But for me, it was like an absolute prison. The lovely teachers, there were 2 teachers that I can actually think of, very few and far between of people that actually felt that they understood me. The rest of them, as far as I was concerned, it was their duty to make my life absolutely hell. And there were a couple that did exactly that. I'm not going to name names because they might still be alive and it's not nice. So anyway, I was okay at reading. I enjoyed reading. I enjoyed doing my times table, multiplication and all the rest of it. But really school wasn't great. And it got to the point where, I used to keep my head down. I used to go to the back of the class, find a seat at the back of class. My most exciting maths lesson, I do remember, I used to sit in the back left-hand corner of the class. My most exciting maths lesson was one day when there was a spider and nobody else wanted to take it out of the classroom. So I did. I learned very quickly that if you are too clever, if you stand out, if you want to be better than other people, you are going to be judged. And it is not cool to be too clever if you are at school. So for those 12 years, even though I did okay when I left, I spent the most of the time being very, very miserable, keeping myself to myself and feeling pretty useless in general. And then I want to fast forward because, over all the years, I never wanted to go to college, never wanted to go to university until I got to the age of 43 when I discovered that actually if I wanted to continue into senior management, that the kind of work I'd been doing, I was going to have some kind of advanced degree qualification. So I did an MBA with the Open University and I did enjoy the learning. I enjoyed getting up at dawn. I enjoyed all the studying. I enjoyed the online learning. I enjoyed challenging myself and also challenging the theories and the ideas of the people that I was learning from. When it came to graduation, however, it was like, no big deal. I did it. Thousands of people do MBAs every day. No big deal. My friends and family, congratulations. We've got to celebrate this. Well done, you. Whatever, big deal. And then I realized as I kept on going forward, that there was this, people were telling me, you're doing really well. You're doing really well. No big deal. Look at your career. What a fantastic career you've had working with all those international organizations. No big deal. There was this constant fear of success. Don't stand out. Don't be better than other people. Don't put your hand up to say that you can do something different. Don't show them that you're quicker learning than others. Stay in the corner of the classroom. Otherwise, you won't be cool. People won't like you anymore. Now, this really hit home over the past couple of weeks, like a brick wall, like the brick wall behind me. When I received an email telling me I had been nominated for an award from the Open University. I'd been shortlisted on the Alumni of 2019 awards list. My initial reaction was, you must be kidding. Why would anybody choose me? How on earth can they choose me out of the thousands and thousands and thousands of alumni over the world? Okay, fine. Well, for whatever reason, unfortunately, I am not going to be able to go to the ceremony. So I wrote and I told them, sorry guys, I'm not going to be able to be there. There's other stuff going on and I can't be there. That's that finished. Okay, next. Then I get another email saying, could I please send a copy of my biography and a photograph for them to use in the presentation? I'm like, oh, crumbs. They were actually serious. They were actually serious about including me in the presentation for this ceremony that's going to be happening in Milton Keynes next week. And then I realized what I was doing again. I was dumbing myself down again, this fear of success. And when that happens, I have to challenge myself. What if the MBA was actually a huge achievement at the age of 46? What if the people I've been working with since 2013, when they tell me that I've helped them to transform their lives, what if they're actually telling the truth and they mean it? What if I really do have the ability to look into somebody with laser-like precision and within a few minutes help them to find out what it is they want to do for the rest of their career? The evidence tells me I am a success. The fear inside me says, don't be a success. So this week, I'd like you to challenge yourself. When you next start having conversations with yourself inside your brain and the thoughts start going round, I'm not good enough, I don't know if I should do that, I don't know if they like me. When you start asking yourself those things or telling yourself those things, dig a bit deeper and ask yourself what's really going on. Is it a fear that comes from when you were a child? By all means, blame your parents and your teachers. I do all the time. Although, of course, I'm sure the majority of them were doing the best for me. But dig a bit deeper and ask yourself where those beliefs come from. Have you been carrying them with you throughout your entire childhood into adulthood? Or are they real? Have you got evidence that you're no good? I sincerely believe that you have the ability to be a fabulous, fabulous being doing what it is that you love every single day of your life. So when you next talk about fear, what is that fear? Where does it come from? Is it real? Probably not. I wish you much success. I also wish you a fabulous Feelgood Friday, an amazing weekend, loads of love, and bye for now.